Hi, this is Cecile. I'm here to share with you on how to use a macro to process NSF in Dynamics GP. NSF is a no sufficient fund, and we normally do it like one transaction at a time. So, what if you have 300 plus transactions? So, it might take you maybe 2 hours, or depends on how much speed you have. But in this training, I'm going to show you how to use this macro and save you a lot of time. And this probably will take you less than 5 minutes to finish 300 plus records in GP. So what we're going to do is create a macro. Well, I will show you how to do it. In this scenario, we're gonna do our live data in production. I say, why do you use production, Cecile? Why don't you do it first in UAT? It's because I need it today, and then I have 350 transactions to run in a macro. So I thought about, why don't I record it and share with you while I do it, because once it's done, it's really hard to replicate. So I thought about sharing it with you while I do it in production, so you can see fast you can how fast you can process those 300 plus transactions. Okay, so first you have to have your macro, and then you have your Excel ready, and then we will open a macro in the Word, and then you do mail merge, and then we do all the fields. Okay, so to make sense, I'm gonna show it to you now. Okay, so let's go to my production, and this is how we do it. Usually we go on sales, and then we go on posted transactions. Again, this is production, so bear with me. I'm gonna do it like in a recording. I will show it to you how I do it in production. Anyway, so I will skip this macro file, but because I've done already. So what you're gonna do on your case is you record a macro. That's the first step. Okay, so let me show you first the source file that I have. Okay, so I have 350 records here, 354. Now, normally, once you have the file, you do the first one as your macro. The very first one, you void it manually, okay? All right, so these are my header, void date, agent number, reason code, and then payment number. Okay, now I will show you how to do it in GP. Okay, so now this is the posted transactions. Go to tools, macro, and then record a macro. Okay, so let's just have this name. You have to remember that this is your template. Okay, so let me just show you. This is the recording. Okay, Cecile's recording. Okay, and then you type it with MAC. So that's your macro. Okay, now the macro starts. Make sure that your field, the cursor is on the customer field before you start the recording, okay? And then you have to type in the customer number, not copy and paste, so that it will be captured in your macro file. So 3561220SA. Then I had the tab key. Sorry, I tapped it incorrectly. 3561220 SA. All right, there we go. And then my payment number payment. I select my payment number. All right, select. Then my date. Make sure you type in the date. You don't want to copy and paste. 01/20, let's say 23, 23, 01/23, 23. All right. All right. So then you hit NSF. After you hit NSF, it will clear this window and then the cursor will go back to customer ID and then you stop the recording. Okay. So that's how you create your macro. Let me show you how I have my macro done. So let me just open my file here. All right, let me show you the macro. Okay. Okay, so, all right, so this is the macro looks like. So I have the customer number, the payment, and then the reason code and the void date. So normally I keep the template so for the future use because this will happen again at least once a year in my case. So I'm going to show you how to do the field mapping. All right, so first is you copy everything in a Microsoft Word. So let's launch the Microsoft Word blank. Okay. All right, so this is your macro. Then we will do our field mapping. So we will do mailings. Yeah, we call it mail merge. And then select recipients. I'm going to use the Excel file that I showed you earlier. Let me just get the file. Where do you save your Excel sheet? All right. All right. So I have my Excel sheet. I click open. And then in my Excel sheet, I have all these fields. I mean, a column. You just have to click OK. All right, click OK. There you go. So again, this is from the macro file. I have nothing else in here. And then now I get my Excel file. Now I'm ready for field mapping. So you will see my column got captured. Let me just show you again my source file. Okay, so you can see my source file. Seems like I cannot do two things at a time. So void date, agent number, amount, reason, code, and payment number are here, right here. Now, make sure that you highlight the customer number and you're not dropping the code. Very important not to drop the code. And then you start the field mapping. This is my agent number. And then I have my payment number right here. Field payment number. And then I have my void date. All right, void date. And then I have my reason code. Okay, this is where I get challenged sometimes. I cannot highlight without dropping the code. So see, yeah, so if you drop the code, it will cause an error. So I'll just use my keyboard shift arrow key. So make sure I'm not dropping my code. And then you have reason code. There you go. Reason code. And then this one is void date. All right. Void date. Okay. So now I'm done with my field mapping. Make sure that you keep a template if you want to, skip this process next time. But it's just so easy. You just have to make sure, double check, make sure that your fields are correct, not dropping any code. Okay, so I think we're good. Next step is you click on field, finish and merge, and then select edit individual documents and hit all. We want everything. Again, this is 350 records. So I have all this in my file. Okay. Is it done? Okay. All right. So 387 pages. 381. Let's see why there's 381. Okay, so it looks like, okay, I don't have a void date. I don't have the void information here. As you can see, I'm scrolling, making sure I don't include fields that is not needed. Let me see. Why? Okay. All right. Let me just move down. Again, this is production. So we're having fun. Okay. All right. So far, okay, this is where it stopped. Okay, so I'm not sure why it captured the blank. Maybe the Excel file has that. Anyway, the last record is 305. Let me get my Excel file. Want to make sure that my source file captured everything. Okay, so the last record is payment 305. Okay, so that's the number right here, 305. And 362 is here. So I'm good. I just need to remove the other pages that is not needed. Okay, so 305. Okay, so I don't need from this page all the way down. I don't need it. It's empty anyway. So excuse me, I'm scrolling down. Let me just delete here for now. Okay, delete. All right. Okay, there's still more. Okay, all right. Okay, all the way down. All right. Okay, pages. Okay, oops. Did I? Okay, there you go. Okay, anyway, I'll just keep that. There's one row right here. Okay, so I have, no, okay, there you go. So I have my file ready. Again, double check. Okay, everything is here. Now I have to copy this back to Notepad. Okay, so I have the Control A, Control C, launch your Notepad, and paste it here. Okay, so these are my 355 records or 354 records. Okay, and then I will save this as this is my NSF data today 01/26/23. All right, save. Again, it should be mac NSF data. Okay. All right, save that. Okay, so I have my data. Close it. It's okay. Close that, and we're done with that piece. Close it. Okay, so we're back in production. I just need to make sure that I am okay. Okay, so is this my okay? Okay, make sure that I have okay. Okay, I need to let's see here. Okay, this is where okay, this is my my is this my oh yeah. Is this my PC? Oh yeah, this is all right. Let me just delete this one. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Okay, so let me get my file, the data that we just created. All right, let me just go get it. Okay, here we go. Can I copy? I'm copying over the data. Okay, so this is our data with 386 KB. Okay, so now I am gonna run it in production. Okay, so again, this is posted transactions ready. Okay, so we're ready to play the macro that we just created. Okay, so now before that, let me just show you. Okay, let me just show you my first record. Okay, so this is my first record. Okay, so only display. This is what we're voiding, the payment. This is the cash receipts. Okay, we're voiding that as NSF. Okay, all right, so that's our first record. Now we're ready. Okay, again, this is production, bear with me. All right, so macro, play. Again, this is transaction tools. Make sure that your cursor is pointed to the customer ID field, okay? Because that's how we record our macro in the beginning. Macro play, and then this is my NSF data for today, and then I hit open. Oh, look at that. This is the NSF running. It will run in less than 2 minutes. Okay. All right. So NSF. Okay. Okay. So while it's running, let me just. Okay. Okay. All right. Just a second. Okay. Let me just pause. Okay. Okay. It's still running. 200, 206. Okay, what are we gonna talk about while we're doing this? um, yeah, I think yeah, just let me know if you have anything that you want me to share with you. I can do something like this that will save you time and extra uh, make sure that we are maximizing our time, especially if you have this kind of workaround to speed up the process. Okay, let me just pause from here and then I will resume once it's done, okay? All right, be right back. Hi. So we can see that our macro is complete. So we click OK. And then we close the window. And it will generate a report. Okay. Okay, so now it's in a PDF. I print it. Okay. Okay, while it's printing, let me show you what happened to our first record. Right, so it will be this customer. You can see there's like a void kind of. There's an asterisk next to it. And okay, so let me just save all these reports. Okay, so I'll just save it. Save it on the desktop. Save. All right, save. All right, so yeah. Okay, so this one is the EFT got voided, and um, there's another document called debit memo. So when you drill down that, you will see the NSF charge $25. So back in here, this is our first record that captured this document right there. So it it has a reason code NSF charge R01. Okay. All right. So that concludes our NSF or um, macro with NSF. Okay, so let me stop sharing. Okay, again, thank you so much for spending time with me. Let me know if you have anything, any question that you want me to show you how to do it. I'm very happy to share with you. Okay, have a good day. Bye.